Cargo secured. All passengers boarded, sir. All hands stand by. Engine room. One quarter. Bow line. Aye, aye, sir. Bow line away. Engine room. And 1/4. Down black bells. Policeman, sound off. Give me a depth reading by the mark.
Liberty Belle. I'm your captain, Horace Bixby, and my pilot with me here on the Texas deck is a young fellow named Sam Clemens. He's marking his 100th voyage down the river today with liberating calamity on his voyage. And so far, Sam knows this river like his own hand. Sam, tell our guests everything you know about this river.
Well, now, I always figure it is better to keep your mouth shut and feel stupid than to move all down. But I will tell you this. I love this river more than anything else. I've loved this river from the time I was a toddler back in Missouri. Before we get too much further out of port, I think I should mention that you best not be sitting on those gangways. They're the only thing between you and the river. And the river don't always take kindly to anybody else. We've also had reports of river pirates operating in the vicinity, so I wouldn't go out beyond those rails for that reason either. Now, for those of you on the port side, that river town we're passing is Frontierland. A few years back, it was a boom town carved out of the wilderness by a handful of settlers looking to start a new life. Today, the utility and decor is rain. Oh, it still has its share of footloose trappers, keel boaters, prospectors, and an Indian or two, but mostly it's well on its way to becoming a fine big city. Frontierland reminds me some of my own hometown, Hannibal. It takes me back to when I was a barefoot boy growing up alongside the riverbank. You know, it seems to me that when I was younger, I could remember every day, whether it happened or not. As I grow older, I seem to remember only the things that never happened at all. Peak just beyond the outskirts of Frontierland, that's Chickapin Hill, or at least it used to be. Dam broke a few years back, and folks been calling it Splash Mountain ever since. Some have even taken a ride and hauled out logs over the big falls. Seems far-fetched, I know, but it's the truth. All my life, it seems I never could tell a lie that anybody would tell, nor a truth that anybody would believe. But believe me when I tell you, truth is the most valuable thing we have. So I make sure I only use it with a client. That island over across the way on the southern side was my stomping grounds when I was young. Exceedingly young. Marvelously young. Young by hundreds of years. Younger than I will ever be again. It's called Tom Sawyer's Island, and is named for a friend from my boyhood. He said the only way you can get there is by raft. Old man Harper's grain mill is there, back in the woods just off Tom's land. And that's my Potter's Pond and his windmill. We almost hanged Mutt once. And there's Huck's Landing. I swear, just wonderful. He and Tom and I spent most of our wild and reckless youth exploring. Lots of things, lots of adventure, if you know where to look. And we all knew where to look. That Superstition Bridge, it connects the Big Island to the Little one. And if you follow the Wilderness Trail there, it'll lead you right up to the gates of Fort Langford. It's the last trading outpost before we head into Indiana. Look off the short side there. Every now and then, the water under that crest of rock comes to a natural boil and spurts out all over the place like a tea kettle left on the fire too long. Indians down here used to tell me these geysers were actually unfriendly spirits. Uninvited trespassers traipsing all over their sacred hunting ground. Be that as it may, that's the thunder mountain floating up in the sky over there. The Indians named it that because of the sound the falls used to make when the big rains came. Prospectors and rich quick speculators showed up, and the name stuck because of the sound of blasting powder going off every few minutes. Not so much blasting these days, just ghost stories about a runaway mine train loaded down with simple, terror-filled folks like you. Look who's drifted out of the bayou. Off the port, Captain. It's good to show.
Old Eagle's been marking this river for longer than I can remember. Every time a river cuts into a channel, Old Eagle's they'll let us know that it's safe to travel with. However, Sam here's the regulator. Push came to shove, he could not get the Liberty Belle on a heavy dude. Isn't that so, Sam?
Well, I was born humble, Captain, but mostly as a boy. Captain, Indian Village Patrol.
Now that's something you don't see. That's how awful Indian Village looks to be from the top. Usually they say that's in the Seminole and Miami, Far West. of course, your shiny black people patrol that.
Lots of game out this way. I've seen moose and deer and plenty of other critters along the shoreline.
People have the pelicans are not this far. Just following the food trail. Those of you that have been this way know that the water can get fairly shallow along this stretch of the river. Leadsmen pull out the deck. Each mark is 6 feet. Mark Twain is 2 fathoms, and for us that means safe water.
We're passing Cutthroat Corner. Attention deck crew, stay alert. With river pirates out here, this is where they'll most likely be. I can hear them from here. But from all the commotion, it sounds like their interests lie elsewhere. Look past the trees on the island. There's Fort Langhorne. Most of these old forts started out as trading posts. As the settlers started heading west, the army came in and took over. My feeling is, these days, There's a lot less frontier and a lot more civilization than is truly necessary. Leadsman, give me a death reading. Sing out.
By the and
You see that brick mansion back over yonder there in the woods? Most folks hereabouts say it's haunted. They say it was built on sacred Indian burial ground, and now it's filled with spirits. If you ask me, I'd say the ones telling those tales are the ones filled with spirits. If you want proof, just ask them. They got about 100 proof, I reckon. And what we do, don't start being magic any degrees in your direction. You'll be seeing those. You'll be joining them. We're approaching Liberty Square, which is home port for us. We'll be putting into dock shortly, so those of you on the upper two decks might be in the mind to collect all your parcels and head to the lower deck. We got youngins who'll want to take them in here and get out of hand. On behalf of the captain, myself, and the crew, thanks for plowing the waterways with us, and I hope I see you next time around the river bend.
Thanks, Sam, and thank you, everyone, for traveling the rivers of America with us today.
Engine room. Approach one-quarter steam. Man the bow line. Purser, check freight and cargo. All hands prepare to dock. All passengers, stand by to go ashore.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Liberty Square. At this time, we ask that you please gather all personal belongings, take small children by the hand, as you know. It's a very, very long step. The bottom deck is the closest to the water is where you'll have the water holding exit off of Liberty Belle. The deck is on the same level in which you entered, but will in fact be exiting on the bottom deck. The deck closest to the water, the one down all the way at the bottom of the boat. Thank you again for joining us here today, ladies and gentlemen. Watching and respecting the good work and having a master of your day here at Magic Energy.